Sipping on the west side, cause that's where I stay. I just made 1,000, blew it in your face. I've been going in, I'ma close the case. I can't wait no more.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome to my first reaction video. Of course, I have to start it off this way. It's Ronaldinho, hence the title of the video. He's the reason why I fell in love with football in the first place. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to, and yeah, enjoy. Thank you. He was always smiling. Everybody loves this guy, man. On the field, he was still, you know, you couldn't stop him, but still everybody loved him, even when they played against him. He was always dancing too, man. This guy, I mean, I guess he's Brazilian, right? Ooh, this game. Oh, this game right here. Hold on. Okay. This game right here is legendary for a couple of reasons. If you don't know anything about soccer really, or precisely the LaLiga, the Spanish league, the El Clasico is between two of the big giants of like the Spanish league, right? You got Real Madrid, you got Barcelona. So this is how deep it goes between these two. It's not just about football. It goes into politics. So when these guys play, it's like, you know, Democrats versus, I might be wrong for that analogy, but I'm just saying, like, that's how intense it gets, right? Between these two. And so when during this game, not only did he score 2 goals, but by the end he was so good and he played so well that the opposing fan actually, the opposing fans for Real Madrid actually stood up and clapped for him. That has never happened before him or to this day. They still haven't shown that much respect to another player at their own home stadium, playing against them and beating him. And so that made it very special, just to show you how, you know, talented this guy was and how much he took over the game. Alright, let's keep going. Man, that's one of my favorite moves right there. All his moves are my favorite moves, to be honest. Passes off the back. I'd never seen before him. I had never seen anybody do something like that. Flicking the ball off your back. Like, no one even thinks of that, you know. But this guy, he, like I say, he's not just an athlete, or, you know, he's not just simple. He lived this. It was like almost like an extension of his body, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he did things, which for me separates him from all the other players, and why I fell in love with the game, is that he would do things that it's almost like alien. It was alien because it was the first time seeing it. You know, a lot of people probably did it before or after him, but now with this type of flair on the big stage, things that people practice on their own, like in the gym or something, he does it in like the biggest games ever. And I never, that was always crazy to me. The Elastico. This is the first team he played for in Europe, Paris. God, even the moves that he did that other players did, it still wasn't the same. I remember that. Oh, get off me. Little boys. That's PSG again. Okay. Oh, no. And just to show you how big, like that's how you start off. Like that's how you start off your first game for a big club. You're like, oh, let me just score from 1,000 miles away. Ooh, I remember this game. Yeah. Because at this time too, that goalie that he just scored on, Dida, he was a Brazilian goalie. He was like at the top of his game. So, and this guy just managed to like shoot and make him look like a freaking, you know, like a beginner basically. Far post. His free kicks. And if you, I'm sure probably a lot of people that don't watch soccer haven't, you know, this new era don't really know about Ronaldinho. But if you watch Messi at all, you would understand why he was his mentor. When Messi came to the club, he was, what, 17, 18 years old, playing on the big stage with the big guys, of course, because he was at Barcelona way before then. But Ronaldinho took him under his wing, you know, when he came to, well, the things that I think Messi really learned from Ronaldinho: not diving, like not falling easy, the free kicks, you know, vision, like the passing. Ronaldinho, that was one of his specialties, you know. Even no-look passes from across the field, he would do them. So those are always crazy to me. And every time I watch Messi, I see that in him too, because I know he had a great mentor like Ronaldinho at the time. Yeah. This goal right here, man, oh my god. So that goal is from, man, there's so many special things about this part of the footage right now, because this is when I actually fell in love with the game, which is by the title of the video you'll probably see. This is the reason why. That number 11, Brazil 2002 World Cup, very monumental for me, because I remember, you know, everybody plays soccer where I'm from, but you know, it's to have the passion for it's another thing. And this was it for me. Not particularly this game, but this year, this tournament, this World Cup tournament. He scored that goal though. A lot of people said that it was lucky because it was so far out from a ridiculous angle, and it was against the, I think it was against England, and their goalie was like tall and all that stuff. But I remember watching an interview where he actually talked to somebody on the bench, and he told them to keep their eye on the goal because he knew what he was going to do. So I don't think it was lucky. He is definitely capable of it. And he didn't look surprised at all when it went in from how he celebrated. So I think he actually meant that. Legendary stuff, man. The no-look passes. He was always humiliating people though, to be honest. Always. Look at it. That's Gerard, man. Oh man, such a big defender to be, I mean, such a big player to be doing that to him. And he was so physical, like he wouldn't die. I love that about him. One of my favorite moves right there too. This is what they call joga bonito. Those who know what I'm talking about. Woo. Oh man, I remember this right here. He made them look crazy. had to be amazing watching this guy live, man. I mean, you were, whether you liked it or didn't like him, I don't think anybody ever hated this guy, but for the sake of, oh shit, bicycle kick. Oh
my goodness!
But it had to be crazy watching him. Stands being right there, because he was a spectator. I mean, he was a spectacle. They call him the magician for a reason. Even his penalties, man, they weren't just normal to me. Him and that guy, they did damage. Eto. And then Messi came along. Just the flair. Dude, I wanted to have the hair like him. I used to celebrate just like that. I mean, I was 9 years old when I first saw him play. No, I was about 8. I was about 8, but 9 years old during the World Cup when I really paid attention to him. Ridiculous. Oh, my favorite move right there. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Look at this. Oh, that's something that you do in the gym. Like you by yourself, practicing somewhere. Look at this. How many people around him? That's crazy. Ridiculous. No one thinks of these things, man. By far, to me, the most talented, naturally gifted player I have ever seen. Probably Messi after him. Comments all the time. Some people love Messi, some people love Ronaldo, but everybody loves Ronaldinho because that's just the way he carried himself. And with that, I'm going to end right there. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I got more videos coming. I believe the next one is probably going to be Messi versus Ronaldo. And I'm going to try to be as, positive as possible and not be one-sided and not biased because I love both those players. Alright. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.